Hello, welcome to Off the Shelf Reviews. It's Gaming Friday. I'm Gary.
And I'm one with the Force, and the Force is one with me.
And today we're taking a look at Star Wars Battlefront 2, the most notorious game of 2017.
Yes, I've heard.
Of course, we described the events leading up to the game's release on one of our podcasts where... the game was obviously, if you're not aware, quickly go over it. The game was notorious for having a ridiculous amount of grind in order to unlock these hero characters here, which you can see that I have been able to unlock over the Christmas. And that's because they dropped the price of all of the characters down, credits-wise, and removed all the microtransactions. So the game is now a bit of a grind, but it's not as excessive as it was looking at 40 plus hours to unlock one hero.
Yeah, it was very one-sided. They were milking it for everything that they could get out of it.
So right now I've been playing the game for a little while, and I'm going to open my daily login crate just so we can open a loot box.
Ooh, yay!
Daily loot box.
And what do we get?
We got a bunch of grey stuff. So I'm just going to reveal all, and I'll bet I get some duplicates. No duplicates, but I got 15 crafting parts and 75 credits.
Right,
Daily login crates are never really that exciting. But from here, I can inspect it and go, okay, that's a flash pistol card. I want to go to the card. You can see here I've unlocked 3 spaces for the assault character. You can see there's still cards unlocked, the ones with the ticks in and the ones I have equipped. You can see that this is the new card down here.
So the cards, I mean, were there cards in the first Battlefront, or is this a new thing for this game?
Do you know, I played Star Wars Battlefront, but only for a small amount of time. But there was a sort of progression-ish sort of system. It was basically unlocking...
I mean, you see a lot of these cards appear after what? Titanfall did it first, didn't they?
In a big way,
In a big way.
But those were cards that you played that affected that one match.
Yeah.
And if you burned it, it was gone.
But it was something, I mean, Doom would take up with it as well. They would bring in the runes, which would be their cards. I think Call of Duty have done it. And then obviously Battlefront have come along and said, we'll give you cards as well that give you all special abilities. Okay.
Before you go off on a tangent, because I want to jump into a game quickly, I just want to go over what's in the options quickly. Yeah. So there's a lot of challenges, as you can see here. The Last Jedi is sort of a running campaign thing right now. You can see I've done all the other challenges except They Are All Doomed, which has now got 1 day and 10 hours on it, which is to defeat a reinforcement unit. You know, you've got so much time to do it, and you'll get small rewards.
Okay.
Each one of these is broken down into milestones. So as you can see, I've played the campaign, played a bit of the multiplayer, and unlocked quite a bit with the troopers. There's 4 trooper classes. Each trooper class has a bunch of different weapons, and you can see that there are levels and build-ups to unlock new weapons, get more credits to buy essentially more loot boxes to get more star cards to unlock your collection. Each of the 4 classes that you'll start each game with are Assault, Heavy, Officer, and Specialist. Once you earn battle points, you can buy to play on spawn as Enforcers, Aerials, the Armor Artillery Speeders, or if you're a
Flyers
space flyer
as well,
Each character, just like the other characters, you can see I'm just going to go to Emperor Palpatine. You can see I've gotten to level 10. When you get a character to level 10, you can use all 3 star card slots. Otherwise, they are grayed out. If I go to someone like Darth Maul, which I don't think I've ever used, I've got no cards in there, and the other 2 are locked. So I can only equip 1 card, to which I also have none. It costs 40 credits to unlock 1. As you can see in the top right corner, I have 275 credits. So if I wanted to upgrade his range throw or fool me once, I'll just purchase that one now so you can see, and then I can then equip that card in that slot. And you can see each character has different abilities. If I press the Y button here, you can see, for instance, his abilities. Each hero character has their own unique abilities. There are some that are broken right now, like Emperor Palpatine's lightning can shoot through walls, and it's pissing everybody off.
I've seen him spin round matches and just fly all over the place, lightning like 5 or 6 guys at once.
So there is also a campaign. There is also a Resurrection. I don't know if Resurrection was there when the game first came out, or whether they added it. It's kind of something that I would have expected to see in a season pass.
Yeah, I think it came out after. I think it was. I think the game
came out after. I think so. Yeah, and then they added that extra content, and I have to say, I really enjoyed it. It felt good. It felt like Star Wars. It felt like an untold story in Star Wars. It had some cameo appearances from characters that I liked. It wasn't worth buying the game on its own for. There is arcade mode. Arcade mode is tutorial mode, essentially. It is hours and hours of battle scenarios, which you will unlock a small amount of stuff to use in the multiplayer.
Right.
Multiplayer is broken down into 5 modes. These are the 2 modes that you'll probably play most. Heroes and Villains I've never touched.
Okay.
Strike mode is 8v8 team objective games. They're over pretty quickly.
Yes.
And that's because of team balancing issues. Blast is 20v20 or 10v10 rather. Team deathmatch.
Yeah.
Starfighter Assault, absolutely love it. It's all space combat. Star Wars Vista's fantastic.
Nice.
Galactic Assault is where we're going to jump into and hopefully get into a game. We're jumping straight into a game, so
Nice.
that's good.
Nice.
Sometimes when I have a group of friends, when there's 4, 5 or even 6 of us jumping into a game,
Yeah.
occasionally it'll throw us onto Crate and we'll be the only players on there, and it will be sat in a lobby, so we just will have to back out and search
Come
for
back
another
in.
game, because it's hard to find a game that has those slots to jump into as a
Yeah.
team.
Yeah.
My experience with Blast mode is quite fun. I quite enjoy just team deathmatch. As I said, the Starfighter Assault, it's really good. Playing as the Millennium Falcon, flying around Star Destroyers, reenacting moments from the films. Great. Now, anyone watching this video is automatically going to see I've jumped to the officer. It's my character of choice. He's a bit more of a support character than the others.
Yeah, but they are quite OP,
Now,
the
I
officers.
have unlocked the blurg, and the blurg is a weapon people are crying out to be nerfed. And I can understand it, but there are weapons in this game that are just as overpowered. It's about knowing your class, knowing the scenario, the situations in your team and your opponents, and using and changing on the fly to what you need. So if you're being destroyed by lots of enemy vehicles and no one is taking out those vehicles, somebody needs to switch to a heavy class.
Yeah.
And help battle that.
Well, this is the thing. I said this before we started recording. Is that, don't get me wrong, I love multiplayer games. I love
this first bit where
love
everyone
all
runs
these
off.
games. I mean, this game looks beautiful. I love the Camino setting. And I mean, the rooms are very brilliantly detailed. The characters are awesome, and he's just managed to get himself killed. But you have to be on it all the time.
Yes. I think if you jump to another game after playing this one for a little while, you're going to come back to this and probably get thrown for a loop. You know, because
you've got to know the maps. Like you said, you've got to know the people. You've got to know where you're going. I mean, we've got to get into the archives and slice the clone DNA bank. So, I mean, you've probably done this mission a couple of times. It is a case of just getting in there, overwhelming the other team, and holding the objective for a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
But
I'm dead.
if you've never done this mission, you're gonna run in there blind and probably get killed a lot.
Oh yes.
But after doing the mission about 5, 10, 15 different times over a course of a couple of days, a couple of hours,
officer. A Disney villain.
Nice.
Sorry, carry on.
You know, you're going to be in there and you're going to be knowing your position, getting behind your group. There's the heavy, let's get behind him, heal that guy, get in there, overwhelm them, because obviously you don't want to lose.
Right, yeah. Now, it's a repetition. It is a case of learning the maps. You know, I'm playing with the likes of Jeff and Big Ed, Jason and Nella that have all been on the show before. And we're learning the maps.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the core gameplay is there. You know, if you've played a shooter before, you're going to know what button does what. You know, your team mechanics and gameplay, like this here is an expert maneuver. Dropping a shield on the point you need to capture.
Yes.
A lot of people with those shields will frustrate teammates by dropping these in corridors and unnecessary situations where somebody will be a heavy artillery firing, and then all of a sudden the shield pops up, and then you just can't do nothing.
You can't do nothing.
So it's a case of knowing what to use, where, and when, and you'll be okay if you've played other games. Now, for instance, I spoke to Big Ed, who played Battlefield 1 a lot. It was a Battlefield game that I skipped. You know, I don't play every game in the series. Sometimes let's take a gap, you know?
Yeah.
Because you are just re-releasing the same stuff. As much as Battlefield 1 looked exciting, I skipped it. And he came from Battlefield 1 to this, and it threw him for a loop. He was just like, the weapons are different, the maps are different.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you start playing it, and you get involved in it. Now, there are people that play this game from all walks of life. There's going to be casual gamers on here, and there's going to be pro gamers on here that just tear shit apart.
Yes.
Now, with the progression system, even though the way it is, I'm grateful that it is a grind and not a pay to win, despite the fact that it was pay to win, and there are players on here with maxed star cards. You know, you see them with all purple and when you're dead by them, you're just like, well, that was just not even fair. I started shooting you first in the head. You turned around and killed me, or used some ability, and it just doesn't seem fair.
Yeah.
Now, if you're easily frustrated and upset by this, I would warn you just to stay away from the game, because for the first 10 hours I played this game, I just kind of laughed every time I died.
Yeah.
It was just like, I just enjoyed the Star Warsiness. It felt like I was a clone trooper.
Yeah.
I was a separatist, a rebel, whatever. And just dying on the battlefield, just like most of the characters in Star Wars do that you don't know about. But it does capture the feel of Star Wars battle sequences, movie-like.
That is something I cannot deny. With all the microtransaction problems and level design and OP weapons and all that kind of stuff, that comes with any game, really, doesn't it? A lot of the time.
Yes.
But the visuals alone are beautiful. Look, Emperor Palpatine is here with us. Now, that guy is literally going to be bopping around the map.
He's so cool.
Zapping everybody with lightning. And I'll be very surprised if he doesn't make it to the top
of the leaderboard.
Because that guy... we're watching Emperor Palpatine. Whoever's playing as that guy has spent his time practicing. He's a Star Wars fanatic. He's bought Battlefront day of release. He's going to unlock it. He doesn't care there's microtransactions. He wants to own people as the Emperor. And it's just, and at the same time, you've got everything going on behind you, above you as well. You've got all the fighters going on up in the air, the bombers flying around. Some of the...
Oh, I didn't realise I was in their spawn.
Yeah, well, no, you've got the objective. You've got to hold the objective, haven't you?
Yeah.
Some of the vehicles I find really difficult to fly.
Well, again, all the vehicles have star cards as well, and so you can progress them and get better, do more damage, take more damage.
But it is just constant practice.
It is
once
practice.
You know what vehicles can take on certain vehicles, like...
if you're really struggling with the game, you can play the campaign and then play some arcade mode, and you will have played then all of the characters and learned what all their abilities do, and learn which one you're going to maybe play the most as.
Or are you going as a flyer or staying on the ground? No, going to stay on the ground.
I thought about it.
Yeah.
See, I would say, play as a lot of the different characters, unlock a few of the early progression crates, and then, I don't know, see, it depends whether you're playing this on your own, which I don't really recommend. I would recommend playing this as a team, and then kind of enjoying the experience together. It is sometimes a bit frustrating when you have people enjoying the game and then some people getting frustrated that they believe they're being shot through walls.
Yeah.
Now, I played this game a lot with Jeff, and he does complain a lot. He feels like he's being shot through walls. He's complaining of lag.
Yeah.
He's complaining of knowing where he feels like the enemy know where he is.
Yeah.
Now, there are scan darts. There are heroes that reveal enemies' locations on the map.
Yeah, so they know where they are, yeah.
Also, when you are killed, it takes a few seconds for the camera to kind of wrap around and show you where the person who killed you was. But often or not, it's showing you where they are now.
Yeah, because they've already moved.
Because they've already moved from that position, and so it can obviously feel like you're being cheated. But then again, there is Emperor Palpatine who is legitimately shooting people through walls.
Yeah.
And so so the game does have issues. I'm playing this on PC right now. All of us that I know are playing it on PC. We have all run into issues with the game.
Yeah.
The game has crashed on all of us. The game has returned to the desktop on all of us. A lot of people have had controller issues, controller support issues,
audio issues.
I have audio issues where the game just stops, the audio just goes, and I have to restart the game. I have problems running Discord in the background where during the loading sequences it just goes all juddery, and so I don't know whether I need to optimize a little bit more. But the game
still running fine.
When the game's running fine, it's great. Now, there is a lot of laggy servers as well, and it doesn't really show you your ping, so you don't know whether it's you, whether it's what sort of server it's on.
Yeah.
I could probably do a bit more research into it to find out, but yeah.
But it's working, like we said, it's working for you. I mean, we're in a game. If we were having issues, we'd be showing you the issues that we were having.
Yes.
We wouldn't want to hide it and show you just the positives.
Now, DICE have always made solid. Well, I take that back actually, because they had issues. I think it was Battlefield 3 on the Xbox One, which was such a rushed game.
Yeah,
had so many issues, and then obviously Battlefield came out. It was rushed to meet the Force Awakens, and then this one comes out with the controversy it does. It's like EA is the problem, and the people are aware of it, and this game within weeks was slashed to half price.
Yeah.
It's it has been tainted.
But if you're a Star Wars fan, you already own it.
You do, yes.
You already own it. You're sitting there swearing blindly at EA, saying you're all a bunch of bastards. But
oh my god, is that Yoda? Yeah,
it's Yoda. But ultimately, you're playing as Yoda, shooting people still.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I can't deny that the game looks good. It plays really nice, and everything really works for it. But for me personally, unless you are willing on putting in a lot of time into it, you will lose interest after a while. It always happens. That's why they keep bringing out sequels of the games. Because the older
it's
ones...
riding on the hype of the newest film as well.
Exactly. People, as long as people are playing it, they'll keep the servers going. Once people stop playing and play something else, then then it all changes.
I don't know what I did there.
Yeah, you did. There was 5 of them, I think, down there.
Yeah.
But, it's that thing of, like I said, if you're going to play it as a team, play it as a team, but you're all going to have to be Star Wars fans, all ready to grind.
Yes.
I'd also say be ready to Rambo it. Because you do start to feel like Rambo after a while.
Some games, yes.
When you run in with 4 guys and you're the only one left standing and you've killed the other
You've cleared out a room, yeah.
You're going to have to go off and Rambo. And once you've made 6, 7 kills, you're starting to feel like a bit of a badass now.
I mean, the Assault can be a Rambo-ish. Even the support sniper, there's like a Vanguard where they just go shotgunning, like one-hit kills, essentially, and they move at double speed.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool, and I get overrun by Vanguards more than anything. Other than that, heroes, and a lot of people cry out and go, "Oh, the heroes are overpowered." I'm like, well, yes, they kind of need to be. They're your Star Wars. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Yoda and a bunch of clones.
Yeah. And that's it. These guys are now sticking together as a group. They may not even be all.
When I was on my own.
Yeah, they may not be talking to each other. They may just be 5 random people.
But they're moving as a unit.
Moving as a unit, and then they start to hold back, and you're watching your respawn start to deplete. I mean, you guys are down.
It's not looking good now.
17 at the moment, and you're like, oh, it's so close.
Yeah.
Got to get to that fusion core, Gary.
Yeah. Well, I was hoping to save up enough battle points, but it's not. It's not happening.
Well, that's the thing.
Now, there are some maps which I believe are going to be rebalanced at some point, because I'm going to complain now about I'm still alive.
You're still alive.
Crate, from the Last Jedi.
Yeah.
There's a sequence in the film which is done in the Galactic Assault on this game, and it's really one-balanced. When you've got to take down the MTTs or the AT-ATs with ion disruptors, it's not easy, and it is literally a point in the game where all you want to be doing is amassing battle points so that you can buy the heroes for the last stage of the game, which is an actual point where you can defend and hold.
Yeah.
But then I've seen somebody like Emperor Palpatine just fly into the objective with Force Lightning and just destroy that final objective. And it's
yeah, I used to feel the same with the Hoth battle as well.
Yes.
trying to keep back the AT-ATs is very one-sided because, well, as we know in the film, and the rebels lose.
Yeah.
So they haven't got the weaponry to take them down. So when you see that Last Jedi battle, and I've played it as well, you've got the walkers coming towards you. And you're flying out in these tiny little skiffs. In the film, the skiffs are shit.
Yes.
And I've literally kamikazed these walkers just to aim at the guys to slow their advance.
Yeah.
But while I'm dying, the whole of the rest of my other team are dying as well, and they just start making their way into the building, and you're holding them off. You have fun, but very one-sided.
Yeah, and that is one of the biggest issues with this game, is that there is no auto balance on the team either. So if I look on the screen now, unfortunately I didn't do very well. I think the highest I've ever gotten is 3rd place on the scoreboard sheet.
Brendan, that was the Emperor.
Yes, it was. But sometimes you'll come into a lobby and it'll be 15 players on one team and 6 on the other.
Yeah.
And it doesn't auto level out the teams. And so it's a little bit frustrating.
Yeah.
There's no change team option, which I'm kind of glad that there isn't, but the game should auto level the teams.
Yeah, it should.
When you go in as a group, it never puts some of your group on the other team. You always go together.
Right.
Which I do also appreciate. So I'm just going to jump now into Starfighter Assault.
Nice, yeah. I haven't
now,
seen this one yet.
Again, with the balancing is you can go against a whole team, and their whole team is decked out with purple star cards, and you're on a team with a bunch of new players.
Yeah.
The game is over in minutes. The whole round, the whole game, they've just destroyed all of your defenses. They've walked through like you were not even there.
This is going to be
and that
interesting.
is painful to experience. I've been on both sides of that battle. And when you're on the side that's dominating, it's not fun. When you're on the team that's being decimated, of course, it's less fun.
Yeah.
The most fun in the game is when both teams are balanced, they're even, and you're fighting over objectives and each kill matters.
Yes.
Those games, when you get them, are amazing.
Oh, that's quite nice.
But they are a little bit few and far between at the moment, which is also upsetting. So I've jumped late into a game. We've got to destroy these things. They've got 33% shield damage left to sustain. Okay, I'm being hit. I'm just going to try and do some damage, and I got hit.
Boom.
Who was it? It was an X-Wing.
It looks like you got 11.
I got one battle point.
4 spawns left.
Yeah, it's not good. Not good to do. I think we lost.
Yeah,
okay. So joining in at the end of a game is not good.
But it looked like it was fun, and these visuals are nice as well.
Yeah, you get the same little animation at the beginning and at the end of each mission, which just makes it feel Star Warsy.
Yeah.
And the fact that one of the things that I really like about the heroes on the ground battles as well is I was playing as Han Solo.
Yeah.
And I came across Bosk on the other side.
Yeah.
On the other side, sorry. And the two of them had a back and forth.
Nice,
a dialogue while they were
nice.
shooting at each other. And then Chewbacca turned up on my side and Han's like, "Hey Chewie, where have you been? I really could have done with your help." And I'm just like, "Oh, that's amazing." They're talking to each other.
Yeah.
And you just feel like you've had a little bit of interplay there.
Yeah.
Again, when Luke turns up, Han will pass a comment on, and it's just like, those moments. A shame they weren't in the new Star Wars films.
Yeah, yeah.
I was really hoping for a bomber, but there's no bombers on this. I play better as a bomber. I'm not very good as an X-wing or an interceptor, but the bomber class,
yeah,
I'm pretty good with those.
Pretty good. So do you have to get the points to unlock the Millennium Falcon?
Yes, let's have a look. There's 2 Millennium Falcons. You need, it doesn't even, 3,000 points, and I think it's 3 or 4,000. It might be 3 again, but there's original Millennium Falcon and there's new movies Millennium Falcon.
Let's see how we last on this one. Right, so we've got to take the deployed field generator.
So with this one I have quad laser cannons, proton torpedoes, and an astromech repair.
Here comes the Welcoming Committee.
So here we go. Let's get into the fight. And we're getting hit already.
Shortly, yeah,
some repairs. Now, one of the things I do like about this mode is that there are actually bots in the sky as well.
Oh,
so you
nice.
can actually feel a little bit more like a badass. I think that was a bot.
That was AI, yeah.
So it can make you feel like a badass when you shoot down a load of bots and then all of a sudden there's a human player and things get more interesting.
Just love the extra detail for it, because I mean I find, like I said, I've only ever seen the ground battles, and after a while, like I said, they can get a bit repetitive.
I think I misjudged it.
Yeah, they get a bit repetitive, or after a while you feel it's going to be a bit one-sided. So at least in this game, you've got the choice to try a different mode.
Yes, I mean this was not in the original Battlefront either, which was a shame.
Yeah.
Now there was one thing, you can use these fighters in the online mode, but there's more chance of being shot down by ground troops. You're gonna have to be really good.
Yeah.
To spawn and play as these in the actual sort of ground battles.
Yeah.
I wish there was space battles simultaneously happening alongside ground battles a little bit more.
Wasn't that in another
the
one?
original Battlefront games?
Yeah,
yes,
because you could just immediately get nice. You could just get into a ship and fly off and be fighting on a ship up in the air. I thought that's what they would do with this one as well, but it seems to
it's
be
not there. Now there's another thing which I would have really liked, and that would have been a persistent Star Wars online multiplayer universe where you were fighting for control over territories and planets, and then would be reset after either the dark side or the First Order or whatever had won. But unfortunately that game mode is not here either.
I mean, imagine how much money they would request from you for that, for online.
It's interesting to know now whether there's going to be whether the loot boxes will come back to the game, whether EA are just waiting for it all to die down and then just go, okay, yeah, loot boxes back now because Disney don't care. It's been 4 months since the game came out.
Yeah.
It's like, it depends, because loot boxes are still appearing in other games, and they've said that they're just going to find another way to reincorporate it.
I'm sorry, I'm really distracted by this fighting at the moment.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm trying
to. It's just you were missing all those things, and I didn't want to distract you because you were chasing down that one guy, and it was really, really good.
Let's take an interceptor.
Oh, he's going for the A-wing. Oh.
I'm a terrible A-wing pilot. It's a shame I didn't get my bombers.
They're too fast for me sometimes. But they do fire brilliantly.
I got the assist. The one thing I do appreciate about the game as well is you get points for assist. You get a lot of points for assist, depending on really how much damage you did.
Yeah.
I think these bombers have already completed their attack run, but
it's alright. Get them done. I mean, 30. They've got 31 spawns left, and the shields are at 5%.
Yeah, it's not good. These bombers have.
Oh, it's gonna crash. It's gonna crash.
Ah!
Red 5 going down.
I do like that there is you can hear the commander on the ship when you fly in and then just crash horribly. They do pass comment about your piloting skill level. It's like, yeah, okay, yeah, I know. I do tend to do better flying than on the ground troops. Obviously, I'm not doing too well now. I'm kind of not totally concentrating. I know it's an excuse.
You're gonna wait for orders 5. 4 is this the end of the match?
No, it'll be another stage. Probably
so
one
you
more
just gotta
stage.
Hold them off now. Yeah. Right, okay.
Right, so here goes the spawns have gone back up, and I think this is the final stage.
Yeah, protect field, generate cores. You got 144 spawns to get rid of. Oh, it's so tense as well. I mean, I suppose that would work. Do the bots count towards the spawns?
No, I don't think they do.
So it's just you've just got to mainly aim for human characters,
and the objectives. Yeah.
Watch out! You're going to fly into the back of that ship.
Do a roll.
Yeah.
That's a trick.
It is beautifully done as well.
I just love the sound effects, the dialogue. You know, it's perfect.
Yeah.
In that regard, it's such a shame that it's tainted by EA's greed. That a lot of people will put this game in their top 10 worst games of 2017 because of EA's greed. But there is a good game under here.
Yeah.
That it's a lot of people will hate it or get frustrated with the gameplay or think that it's one-sided or underbalanced. Like that guy, look at him, all purple cards left.
Wow.
It's like, what chance did I have? But here we go.
Oh.
I'm going to play as the Millennium Falcon.
This is it. This is the reason why you buy the game, because you get to play as
I've said it before, I'm not even the biggest Star Wars fan. I'm Star Trek all the way. But even I can appreciate going, yes, the Millennium Falcon, I'm flying around.
In a space battle as well.
Never played as this one. So he's got dual mines. What's that, repair? Doesn't seem as agile as when Han is at the wheel. This is Rey and Chewbacca.
Yeah, this is Rey and Chewbacca. But the guns are devastating. And you got a bit more health.
Let's go speed up a bit.
Yeah, keep the speed up.
Oh fuck!
Oh,
what
he crashed into something.
Oh, that's so embarrassing. I can fly through asteroid fields, but
no, can't fly. You just spent a minute and crashed on camera. Brilliant. Only 64 left. You got 60 left. And like you said, you're a Star Wars fan at heart. But if Star Trek had their big space battles as vast as this, with online multiplayer.
I mean, I had to play Star Trek Online to get my space battle fix for Star Trek.
Yeah.
This is great. I get my space battles.
Watch out for that.
That's what killed me last time. Would you believe it was a giant cable that broke down the Millennium Falcon?
Oh man, that was brilliant.
No, those guys.
34 spawns.
I'm not paying attention to where.
They're everywhere. They're all around you, man. They're all around us.
Oh god,
coming out of the goddamn shields.
Right, here we go. Get a lock on. Fire.
Oh,
missed.
Yeah. Got him. Nice. That was cool. Watching your buddy come out from behind you as well. Last 16.
Oh!
What did you hit?
TIE fighter got me.
Clipped you. 12. 10. You probably feel that people are screaming.
Yeah, they're like, come on,
right
come,
now.
stop
them
him
to the end.
Well, someone else has got the Millennium
Guy
Falcon.
with the purple cards is like, will you kill
I
some
do also
people?
like that when you when you spawn as heroes, or villains, it plays the Imperial March for Vader.
Nice.
It plays the New Hope for Luke Skywalker, but it also plays a sad melody of it when you die.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. But yeah, I do recommend Star Wars Battlefront now that it is half the price, now that the microtransactions are gone, for the single player, the multiplayer, the tutorial mode that's in there. The grind is real, but if you're having fun with it, it won't feel like too much of a grind.
Yeah.
You know? You'll slowly progress towards unlocking more crystals, crafting parts, and credits to unlock more loot boxes, to get better stuff and progress your characters
do more.
To change your ability on the battlefield.
Yeah.
As you learn the maps and the characters and the weapons, you will get better, but it is a slow build up to it, unless you are a fucking pro anyway and you just pick it up and go, I can kill you with the starting weapons.
Yeah.
In which case you don't get on you.
That's it. I mean, I'd say this game is definitely up there for Star Wars fans. If you're a Star Wars fan and you hadn't bought this yet, like Gary said, buy it now while it's half price. Spend the time trying to unlock your favorite characters, play as them. After a while, you'll get so much stuff, you'll be able to unlock more, and you'll think, oh my god, I bought this for what? How much is it now? 20 quid? 25
About £30 now,
£30.
I don't know if it's the same on consoles, but it is on PC, or there's CD keys.
But if you can get 30 hours of fun out of it, you've made your money back, and if you can get double that, then you are laughing. I can't see it being still played next year. But I will not be surprised.
Will there be a Battlefront 3 when the next Star Wars comes out?
I won't be surprised that the next time a Star Wars movie comes out, people are either coming back to this or requesting a new one.
Yeah. There's one hero that I would really quite like them to put in the game.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. They could even use 2 different character skins for him. They could use the prequel and the original.
Yeah, but you see how... Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I'd also maybe throw in... Qui-Gon as well as a playable hero.
Yeah.
There's a lot of other characters here that could be in here, which are not. I'm quite surprised that we've got this guy, Bosk. I was like, who?
No, he's a bounty hunter, isn't he? He's up there with Chewie. He was in with Boba Fett. He was in Empire. It's trying to keep that balance, isn't it? Right, we've got the Jedis, we've got the Sith. Let's get some rebels. Let's get some scum characters in. There's not many famous Imperial characters.
No, we got Phasma, and then
she just looks nice.
Yeah, well. So yeah, that's going to bring us to the end of this video. I just want to say thanks for watching, everyone. We'll be back next Friday looking at another video game, film reviews on Thursdays. You find us on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Patreon.
May the Force be with you.
Oh.